guys, welcome back to the Blue Tourist channel, and I'm here to talk about my career board, my career path, my career universe, whatever you want to call it. I've said things before here and there about what I want to do and who I want to become as far as a career. Um, and of course, ever since getting into a little bit of astrology. Um, and I'm going to be showing some videos from ChatGPT of explaining certain career paths or possible career paths or other add-ons. But getting into astrology, I realized that I had Gemini in my 10th house of career and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I also had Jupiter there as well. So, and I had some other shit. But what I'm bringing that up for is because
With Gemini on the cusp of your 10th house and Jupiter in the 10th, your career path is likely to be one that emphasizes communication, learning, teaching, writing, speaking, or media. And you'll probably be known for your intellect, versatility, and broad interests. Here's how that combination breaks down. Gemini on the 10th house cusp, midheaven. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, intellect, and curiosity. When it's on the midheaven, your public image and career are shaped by multitasking and variety. You may juggle multiple roles or pivot careers more than once. Writing, speaking, or media. Journalism, PR, podcasting, teaching, marketing, social media, and similar fields fit well. Lifelong learning. You might be drawn to research, academia, or mentoring others. People skills. Networking and collaboration often open doors for you. Jupiter in the 10th house. Jupiter here amplifies your career success, visibility, and sense of purpose. It brings big ambitions. You're meant to expand and lead in some way, often with an ethical or educational mission. Good reputation. People often see you as wise, generous, or knowledgeable. International or cross-cultural influence. Careers involving travel, publishing, or global communication may be significant. Teaching and philosophy. You might thrive in roles that involve spreading ideas or inspiring others. Career themes that suit you. Journalism, writing, blogging, or content creation. Teaching, academia, or education administration. Public relations, communications, or media strategy. Travel-related careers, e.g. travel writing, cultural exchange, diplomacy. Sales, marketing, or brand development. Translating or language-related fields. Motivational speaking or consulting. If you like, I can also factor in aspects to Jupiter or the ruler of your 10th house, Mercury, for a more precise analysis. Want
it kind of explains on a personal level to me of why I want to do so many things. And I've said it before, even before knowing things, but it's like I was the type of person, like obviously when I was a kid, I wanted to be like, besides the little kids shit, like I remember I wanted to be a bus driver. I remember I wanted to be a firefighter and I wanted to be something else. But then one of my main things that I wanted to be was a chef. And I would cook sometimes with my dad or whatever, or cook by myself, or even if you have a little Play-Doh play set and shit, I always like to cook whatever. But then I realized, and I think at one point when like in middle school I wanted to be an actor, but that was like a quick little, oh, I want to do it, and then it was gone. But a chef is something that I stuck with for a very long time from a little kid. But then I realized over time I don't really cook like that. I don't like cooking. I mean, I like cooking, but it's like I can't cook like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I can't try or get to know, but it's just like I realized that it's not as much as I wanted it, as much as it was when it was a kid, when I would see my dad and mom and other family members cooking and stuff. So when I became 14, I had a little project in I think English class, and we were supposed to be. It was like a career project, or it was a little project, whatever. I then found out that I wanted to be an owner of a nightclub. You know what I'm saying? And it was always confusing to people. Every time I told people about it, it was always confusing because it's like everybody else had, oh, I want to go to the army, or oh, I want to go be a veterinarian or be a doctor or whatever common bullshit. Me, I wanted to be an owner of a nightclub. That's where it started. And honestly, the nightclub life, I'm not into it as much as I should or can be. I'm not into it as much, but it's like when you are into it or when you do see things about it, you like, and I'm talking about the good and the bad, you realize like it's a whole different world. So that's where it became from me just being a nightclub owner to me. And then after doing my career project on Bill Gates, go figure. I did my senior project on Bill Gates. That's crazy. But nevertheless, I did. And I really started expanding and realizing that I want to be an owner. I want to be a CEO. I want to have my own shit, but it's more so of me having my whole my I used to call it my own galaxy in this universe. Like there's all these universes and all this, that, and the other, but in this universe, I have my own private little galaxy, and that is where my businesses are. Like my and I say businesses because I want it to be multiple businesses, like not just for financial reasons. Like obviously you got all these businesses, it's a lot to take care of, but you're always getting paid, you're always doing something. But then also you want to make sure you're doing something that you love to do. And if you don't love to do it, you're gonna get tired of it, you're gonna get bored, you're gonna want to move on and all that type of shit. And me, I've always wanted to do so many different things. So that whole me wanting to be a chef, that I can it can be manifest in real life as, okay, I might not be a chef, but I might hire chefs for a restaurant, or I might make content on YouTube and become a chef, like a kind of like a YouTuber chef or something, and you will eventually get paid from, like, things like that can manifest in those ways. So technically you're technically in the category of doing that, but it's not to that, I guess, standard. I don't know. So I've learned how some of your dreams come like that. Like, oh, I'm a chef. Because obviously a chef somebody that cooks all these amazing dishes, whatever gets paid for, blah blah blah. Okay, I cook my own dishes, or experimental dishes and stuff like that, or just dishes that I've heard from other chefs, and maybe put my own little twist to it. And then also do it on, like, let's say YouTube. And let's say if I was getting paid for YouTube, that's where the money's coming in from doing that. It's like sometimes your dreams manifest in, I guess you would say, lower ways like that. It's not really exactly a chef, but it's in the same category. It's just maybe lower in the category. Who knows? But what I'm saying is, I've always wanted to do so much shit. And then, of course, growing up, I wanted to do more than just be a CEO and owner and have all these businesses. I want to be the blueprint. I want to be the new blueprint for how society goes, because society is changing. The world is changing. Hopefully, to God, that we're going to find out more about the elite world and about America, and how how the world really turns. And I feel like learning those things is going to take a lot of bad things happening, but we need to know it. We need to know. We need the world and the veil to be cracked open. We need the fucking mask from the puppet show being taken off, in order for people like me to expand and become the new blueprint. Of course, I am not perfect. I will never be perfect. I'm not the best person in the world. I won't ever be. I'm not striving to be. That's not what my soul's meant for. But I am a good, decent person. Of course, I do bad things, blah, 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 all this, that, and other. I'm not out here, raping nobody. I'm not out here killing nobody, because the only way I would kill somebody if it's an accident, or if I had to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like, I'm not doing things like that. I'm not out here manipulating. I'm not doing none of those type of things. Besides being a normal human. And being a human, it can be tough, but besides being a normal human, I'm out here. But you have all these billionaires and millionaires and stuff like that, and elite people and politicians and celebrities and high profile people, or just rich people that out here, they want to be rich to the end of time, to eternity. But we're never gonna last that long. Even I mean, unless they know some information that we don't. But realistically, we're not gonna last that long. And they want to keep it all to themselves and be selfish, be dictative. And when people get money, they get power, and they start fucking it up every single time. History shows it every time. Every time. Go back. I know history is hard to look at, but go back to, and you will see it in everything. Go back to how shit gets started, like in the 1300s, the medieval times, the ancient time. Think about how businesses get started, how leaders become. Think about it. We do the same thing. We just do it in a different way. And it's, you know what I'm saying? It's the same shit that's going on, because once again, people have not learned from history. I'm trying to learn from history. I'm trying to be the new blueprint that's going to change it and make it better, not make it perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect. Nothing will ever be a utopia. There's always going to be conflict, but there doesn't need to be a necessary war, a necessary conflict. It doesn't need to be that, because at the end of the day, the people that might claim that they're good are really trying to do shit and paint some type of narrative so they can end up becoming a dictator themselves. It's all about power. It's all about control. It's all about money. It's all about harnessing energies and all this type of shit. And it's about using people. And when some shit hit the fan, motherfuckers then either don't tell you or tell you last minute, or make subliminal messaging like I did in my post. If you guys looked at my post of me saying, "Hey, everyone, listen closely," if they do shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And the only reason why you do that because you want to be something to be said and want people to know, but you're either afraid to say exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, needless to say, I want to be the new blueprint from all different types of businesses, but businesses that relate to me and why I call it my own galaxy. This is my own world. This is my own shit. Of this is giving you a little taste of me. It's meant for me to be, because when I was doing my astrology reading from um Aubrey Scott Santana, you know, her, um I was definitely told, like, I am the black sheep of my family, but I'm also the cycle breaker and the lightning rod for, something new. And I do agree with that. I do. And when it comes to career and business, like, there's so many things that I'm going to show you guys. I get it from ChatGPT just to get a more logical, practical kind of like, flat right here in your face answer, rather than a in the air, but it's true, but it's kind of in the air type of thing, like more of a flat answer. And once again, a lot of these things I could not do. I want to do so much because I want to have my heart into so many things and be the new blueprint of so many amazing things. Because I'm telling you, okay, so one thing I want to do, I want to be a resort and hotel owner.
Vietnam's a relatively cheap vacation destination, so here's my most expensive day in Da Nang. We stayed at the Hyatt Hotel, which is right along the beach and had really good views. It came up to about $20 per night per person, which included breakfast. There's a huge breakfast buffet and the food changes every single day. Then I went to sit by the pool and picked up my laundry, which is about $5 for a wash and fold service. Then I got a coconut, which was $1, and got in a taxi, which was about $5 for a 15-minute ride, and went to a temple, which is free. This is the temple from my other video, which was full of monkeys, which was so cute. And then we went to a coffee shop. Highlands Coffee is my favorite coffee in Vietnam, and it's about $2 for a coffee and $1 for bread. Then I got this calligraphy painting done for $9 and went for dinner. Dinner was about $7 per person on this night, which was a lot, but it was a 10-course meal. Then we went to the night market at Hoi An, where you can ride a boat for $2 per person and get a lantern for $1. Then I got gelato for $2 and went to the spa for a massage and body scrub, which was $20.
You have all these hotels all around the world, all these beautiful. I look at these resorts from all these other countries. They have all these amazing, beautiful, big, huge, accommodating, beautiful resorts. And I'm going to show you some videos of them too. And then you're paying barely nothing just to be there, just to live. Like, it's amazing. And I'm like, why don't we have that in America? Oh, because America is bullshit. Yeah, but it's just like, we deserve that. You know what I'm saying? Or I deserve to make stuff like that for people, because it will show, like, you could have all the luxurious things in life, because who doesn't love luxurious materialistic stuff? But I mean, hell, like, you can like, who said that you can't have a beautiful looking cake and it actually tastes good? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just have a beautiful cake and it tastes like shit. But then sometimes I'm not gonna look at the cake that looks like shit. It looks too bland. It looks too ugly for me to want to go buy and use in a wedding. But then yet, if I get a cake that looks extremely beautiful, almost looks fake, but then when you cut into it and it tastes amazing, telling you that is the way to go. It's not that it can't be done. It's not that it's impossible, but it can be done. There's somebody that has done it, and there's somebody that will do it. People like me. I want to have my cake be beautiful, luxurious, aesthetically pleasing to the highest extent, but it's also about the taste. Now, of course, there are going to be some things that are going to be missing. It's not going to be perfect. Once again, nothing's perfect. It will not be perfect. It will not be. There's going to be something missing. I might have to make it earlier that day because let's say the cake sweat, and let's say it has to be eaten within literally 2 days because it's like, oh, I just made this day and it's only gonna sweat. And let's say if it's sitting on the table, let's say it starts sweating early. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. Let's say it crumbles as soon as you like. It's always gonna be something wrong with it. But hell, like that little something wrong, you rather take that than take what it could be, a ugly, nasty tasting cake. And we're trying to avoid it being ugly and nasty tasting. We want it to taste good and look luxurious. Of course, there are going to be imperfections. I'm perfectly fine with that. It might be annoying, it might be uncomfortable, it might be exhausting to deal with, but at the end of the day, it's something worse could happen. Remember that. You're not perfect and something worse can happen. So remember those type of things. And I remember that shit with business. Like I want to do so much. And you guys know that these hotels, motels, inns, and shit, you know, a lot of these, hell, even resorts, you know, a lot of these places are entangled with the trafficking and human trafficking, child trafficking, sex trafficking specifically. You know how they are. I don't want to do shit like that with my businesses, resorts, hotels. I don't want to do that. I just want to make a beautiful, luxurious, comfortable, accommodating place for people traveling, for people that just want to go out. Like it's about the future and having a better, closer to utopian but not really utopian but close enough to a utopian future. Like when I look at these movies and I look at these video games and I look at these, like I want to make stuff like that in real life. Of course it's not going to be perfect, but in real life. And also I wanted to get into real estate, more so commercial real estate, you know. um and then also maybe I wanted to kind of do the whole eco eco apartments, I call it. They're basically apartments that are like just search up eco apartments. You see more of them in like Asia, Singapore specifically, and you'll see a lot of AI pictures of them. But that is the type of stuff I want to make. Hell, and I realize like nightclubs, they don't have the strongest life. So nightclub, oh okay, I can have a nightclub in one of my hotels. Or if I do have a nightclub, like you know, it can be mixed in with something else. You know what I'm saying? Like that way it can have a longer life because a lot of nightclubs don't have a longer life. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always wanted to do it. I've always wanted to make people step into a whole new world when it comes to my businesses. And of course, I definitely wanted to have my own cafe, like international cafe, where we get all types of different kind of cafes from different type of countries, and also get all those different peoples and how they build it, and like all this stuff, like a lot of international stuff, a lot of universal things going on. Like I've always wanted to do these with my businesses and all that. So, you know, I've wanted to really do that shit because I realized that, you know, America and other places as well, like it's like you can't have something beautiful. You gotta pay a price for it or sell your soul for it. You can have something beautiful. It might be hard to get it, make it, whatever. But at the end of the day, you can have something beautiful and it not be corrupt, or you not have to be corrupt to get it. That's why I've always said, and it's so much more, and even things I might come up with later because I've wanted to be a content creator. I wanted to be a director with movies, and I wanted to direct and produce because I've always, you know, being an actor, whatever. But like I wanted to be a director or producer because I have good ideas. Granted, they're like my own version of something that's already out there, but a good ideas that I can obviously tweak around to like good video game ideas, good movie ideas, good TV show ideas. Even though I don't really like TV shows too much because it's like it gets drawn out too long, like Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, but I want, you know, like I want to have like something amazing. You know what I'm saying? And I keep saying the new blueprint, the new blueprint, the new blueprint. I've never been somebody that's just gonna work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. That's not in my blood. That's not who I am. And even going through my um astrology reading, it's not a part that's not a part of me either. I'm a type of person that I will work hard, I will be a workaholic, I will do what I need to do. But when some shit is not serving me to the best ability, I start losing it. I start saying fuck it and dipping, you know. specifically, 2022, I definitely had burnout. I'm the type of person I will come to work hard, do all that stuff, damn near be a manager, but not getting manager pay and not complain. I don't bitch and whine when I go to work. I don't do none of that shit because I'm the type of person like there's another job waiting. Yeah, you might take you a month to get there, and I might be stressed out. But I'd rather have it like that than me sit up here and complain about a job that I'm gonna stay at for 25 years. No, and get nothing from it. At the end of all of that, still get nothing from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And thought I was like trust and believe some shit like that is that have gone down in real life. So it's like I don't want to be a business like that. Granted, that's the government, America government, and other governments. It's gonna be some type of corruption. I just feel it, but I just don't want it, or some type of manipulation or some type of something negative. And that's what scares me because I don't feel like I have full control over what I want. And I don't like to not have control over my life, what I want to do with my life. And because I'm trying to help out other people. Okay. And I think about scenarios like this. Let's say I have one of my resort businesses, and in the resort, there's somebody that is doing sex trafficking, child trafficking, whatever. I don't know about it, but then if I find out about it, I'm not just, oh, well, it's making more money, and I don't care. That's not right. I don't want to do none of that shit. I don't want to do none of shit. I don't give a fuck about your little benefits, because if you have to sell your soul and become corrupt in order to get what you want, that's benefit. Because it's not like, no, I don't play those type of games because I wouldn't want nobody doing that to me. And a lot of people are like that in this world, especially in the industry. They'll sit up here and they'll fucking um have all these wishes and dreams, and they feel like they gotta become corrupt or kiss somebody's ass in order to get what they want in life. And granted, there is some type of ass kissing in this world. There is some type of bullshit that you have to do. It's never gonna be perfect. It's the ebbs and flows of life, but it doesn't have to be so fucking corrupt. You guys don't understand the industry, the business world, the law world, government. All of that has always been corrupt, and it's like I just wish it wasn't. I'm not saying there's not bad people. I'm not saying there's going to be good utopian things. That's not realistic. It's not a part of human nature. However, what also isn't a part of human nature is just simply putting someone on a pedestal and making them become your god. That's not a part of it. Fighting is a part of human nature. It's going to be problems. It's going to be conflict. But that doesn't mean, oh, we need to put you on a pedestal, treat you as our God, and then I get to control all of you. No, I don't care when nobody says it's not a part of that shit. I'm not fucking with that. And you're not about to do that when it comes to me and my businesses. So there's some other things I wanted to do. And it's a lot of stuff I want to do, and I know I can, and I know I will. I just don't know where to start, who to start with. I was going to college, but I ended up dropping out because I was overwhelmed with work and being a full-time student. It's a lot of things, and I'm never giving up on my dreams, switching them around, adding this, subtracting that. Okay, cool. But like, and it's also always about money, because come on now, who wants to not be signed? I'm not asking to be a millionaire or a billionaire. I want to be financially stable to where I could do what I want and do what I need all at the same time without having to worry about finances. Not expecting myself to be a millionaire, billionaire, because I feel like to get to that point, you have to be a part of a cult, or you have to be an evil person, or you have to be selling your soul. And I'm not doing none of that. I'd rather sit up broke. Because one thing I can say is a lot of people that are from all these other third world countries or second world countries or places that aren't as rich as America, a lot of those people, that's where y'all be getting y'all ideas from. America, that's where they be picking up models and stuff, because those be some of the most, I'm telling you, some of the most poorest places in the world have some of the most beautiful people, and they come to America to have a better life or to profit off of America and either go back, or, and if they do live here and they have a better life, they do it in a certain way that's not really American way, but hell, they're profiting off America. And that's what I'm saying, like, use America like how they use you. Like, and don't, now no one's saying out here be corrupt, no one's saying being corrupt like them, because at some point revenge has to, like, I get it, we all want to get back, but you have to think about it. You have to be better than the person that you're fighting. Yes, you're gonna have to give them that same fight, but sometimes you're gonna have to be better. It's one thing to be fighting somebody and y'all fight the same, they're whooping your ass. Okay, cool. The next time you learn, okay, let me fight this, and now y'all fighting the same way. Y'all tying every time. Y'all are never taking each other out completely. I want to be better than that. Yes, that's okay. But when it comes to certain situations like being better and exposing the government or whatever the fucking case may be, like I want to be better than be the new blueprint. So when I'm long gone, shit has changed for the better. Yes, it's still going to be problems. It's still going to be conflict, but overall better for everyone. It's not going to be perfect. People still may be mad. Oh, fucking well. As long as you're not being oppressed or any of that shit, who gives a fuck? Like, you have to take out people's personal feelings and get into the facts and also get into the long-term effects of your business and what you want to go in. When you're long gone, who's going to handle your business? I want my kids to. If they don't, that's fine, but I don't need them to, but there's other people as well that can do it, and I just pray that they don't fuck it up or corrupt it or taint it. That's what I hope. But hell, that part is out of my hands. That part, those parts right there, having my kids do it or having, somebody not corrupt it when I'm long gone, that is out of my hands. That's just up for God and whoever. And I just pray that it, you know what I'm saying? But that's out of my hands. And once you learn how to relinquish control about some things, just let it go. Let it go. That doesn't taint you, but hell, let it go. Some things you just gonna have to let the fuck go. It's kind of like, oh, I got my ass beat. Okay, cool. I'm mad. Get up, dust yourself off, and try it again. But sitting over here being stuffed up and mad because you got your ass beat and deciding not to fight somebody again because you know they're gonna beat your ass, but you're mad because you got your ass beat, but you don't want to go through the challenge again. No, you're gonna have to let it go. You got your ass beat and you might get it beat again, but stop being scary and get back up in the field. Simple as that. And do it differently this time. Learn from your mistakes. It's that, and hell, you still might not get it. It's okay. That's okay. Because as long as you up in that motherfucker, oh well. But then you want to learn something. You don't want to just sit here and keep getting your ass beat. But anything is better than just not going back. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So I don't know. I went on a kind of a tangent or whatever about, but I'm definitely gonna show you guys a little bit of things if I ain't showed it already, of just mainly Chat GBT and stuff like that, and then just other things. And I have a whole business profile folder. That of course I'm not gonna show y'all that part, but just a little bit of things like that's just gonna take a while. It's gonna take a lot of deep diving, and I still got personal shit that I have to fix and deal with or just get started. And I feel like I can't focus on business shit if I ain't got my personal life a way that I need it or a way that I want it. So I don't know. So that's all I wanted to say to you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and understand that I'm way bigger than what I am now. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe.